So I wanted to try something a little different. Build my own field watch, completely from parts and tools I ordered off AliExpress. Not gonna lie, I didn't really know what to expect, but I thought, how hard could it be, right? Alright, let's get into it. Here's everything I used. Pretty much all of it came from AliExpress, and none of it was expensive. You'll need an air puffer for cleaning, a pair of tweezers, a hand press, a cushion to hold the movement, a tool to tighten the case back, something to remove the hands if needed, a bit of gasket grease to help with the seal, Loctite glue, and some small pliers. Now for the parts I picked. A 36mm titanium case with a screw-down crown, a white field watch style dial, just make sure it actually fits your movement, an NH36 automatic movement, a simple set of hands, and a blue nylon strap. Pretty straightforward setup. Alright, time to start assembling. First thing, and I can't stress this enough, keep everything clean. Use that little air puffer after every step, because dust loves to sneak in when you're not paying attention. So, we start by fitting the dial to the movement. You'll see it has 3 sets of small pins for different crown positions. You only need one set, so I just grabbed my pliers and twisted the extra ones off. Took a second to make sure I kept the right ones based on where the crown sits. Next up, the crown and stem. You'll need to remove the crown that comes with the movement. Make sure it's pushed in, and then press down that tiny lever to release it. This part can feel a bit scary the first time, but it's fine, just be gentle. Then you'll need to size the stem to fit your case. You'll usually get one with the movement, but honestly, I recommend ordering a few extras. They're super cheap, and it's easy to mess up the cut the first time. I know, because I did. I screwed the stem into the crown, popped the movement inside the case to check how long it needs to be, marked it, and then cut it. Didn't nail it the first time, so yeah, those spare stems were a lifesaver. When you get it right though, the crown should sit perfectly. It screws in smoothly, but still pulls out easily when you need to set the time. Then came the part I was both excited and terrified of, the hands. Honestly, this was the hardest step. I took everything back out of the case because it's much easier to work like that. You have to be really careful here. Those hands bend if you even look at them wrong. I started with the hour hand. That one's not too bad. You just line it up and gently press it into place using the hand press. Then the minute hand. I had to check a couple of times that they weren't rubbing against each other before continuing. Of course, I messed up once and had to use the hand remover tool to take them off again. But hey, that's part of the fun, right? And finally, the second hand. This one's tricky. I couldn't get it centered properly with the tweezers, so I used a small piece of sticky putty instead to hold it in place. That actually worked way better. And once it clicked in and started ticking, that was the moment it felt real. At that point, I finally had a running movement. Once the movement was running, it finally felt like the build was coming together. I cleaned everything carefully, set the movement back into the case and fitted the crown. And at that moment, it finally started to look like a watch. All that remained was to glue the stem and seal the case tightly. I just dabbed a little Loctite on a plastic bag, rolled the stem through it lightly, then screwed the crown on and let it sit for a few minutes. Used the sticky putty again to clean off any glue leftovers. Before sealing it up for good, I took some time to grease the gasket. It's a simple step, but it keeps the watch better protected against moisture and helps the seal last longer. Once it was nicely coated, I dropped it back into the case and made sure it was sitting just right. Then I grabbed the case back tool and slowly tightened everything up. And that's when it really hit me. The build was finally complete. With the case sealed, it's time for the final check. Ensuring the hands sweep cleanly, the crown winds smoothly, and everything works together perfectly. It's always the most satisfying part. Lastly, the strap. Simple nylon. Looks fine, but yeah, feels kinda cheap. If I keep wearing this watch, I'll definitely upgrade that part. So in the end, the whole build cost me under $100. And no, it's not perfect, but it actually works, and that's kind of amazing. It's not just a watch, it's something I built, which makes it way more special than anything I could have bought. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed the build. Would you ever try making your own watch from parts? It's a challenge, but seeing that second hand come to life makes it totally worth it.